Hey everyone, and welcome to a Time Shifters Podcast Independent Film Highlight. This is Christopher here, as always, with my good friend and co-host Tom. Tom, how are you?
Not too shabby.
Excellent. We have a film here that has been out for a little while now, but it is making its Blu-ray and DVD premiere. The film from 2025 is called Obex. That's O-B-E-X. It was written, directed, and stars Albert Birney. Also appearing as Callie Hernandez, Frank Mosley, and Dorothy is Sandy. Unless you want to go in the order that the credits roll, and then young Dorothy there is the star.
I noticed that on the end credits, too, that the dog gets top billing.
Yes, I thought that was kind of cute. In this film, it is 1987, and a reclusive digital artist sees an ad for a brand new game claiming a never-before-seen immersive experience. Trying it out, he is unimpressed with its non-existent gameplay. Deleting the game and going on with his day of creating dot matrix renderings of customers' pictures, he thinks that's the end of it. But when he wakes up the next day to discover his beloved dog Sandy is missing, he stumbles into the reality-blurring game world of Obex in order to save her. Yes, Obex had its world premiere at the 2025 Sundance Film Festival. Oscilloscope Distribution acquired the rights and released the film in January of 2026, and it is available on DVD and Blu-ray as of March 9th. This one kind of piqued my interest a little bit just watching the trailer. One, it was the idea that it was all set in like 1987. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like the birth of like the home computer age. And then the way that it was filmed, it was black and white. It looks like it had some artistic flourishes here and there, just from the trailer alone. And there was a lot of nostalgia kind of feels to this. Seeing the computers and hearing the noises and everything.
The VHS tapes, the stacked CRT TVs as his entertainment center.
Yes. But yeah, there are so many things that I'm amazed that we didn't get any kind of modem dial-up noises. I was really waiting for it. I didn't hear any.
It might have still been just a hair before all of that.
Oh, very good point. Very good point. It will awakened things when they were playing the game noises and stuff, and when things would crash into each other, and the figures would walk, and it would like tuk 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 tuk. Like, man, this has taken me back a little bit.
Well, even the old school sounds, just seeing how he was going through his day, like the snap of putting a floppy disk into the drive and listening to it go ka-chung, 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 as it's spinning up, or the dot matrix printer.
Oh yeah. Ring, 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 ring.
Yeah, a sound I do not miss.
No. That's the sound that actually could put you asleep.
Indeed.
So yeah, the film relies a lot, I think, on this nostalgia of the late 80s and the computer age and everything. Unfortunately, I don't think that's enough to hang this film on. I don't know, what were your thoughts as a whole?
See, I too went into this a little excited. I was anticipating an artistic take on the concept of being absorbed into a game, literally. And since our hero here, Connor, is a recluse, it's a little unclear why entirely he's a recluse. If anything, it's very advanced. He's essentially living the first remote worker.
Yeah.
Like he's an independent thing. I thought it interesting, and I can totally conceive of it being a job of sorts, where I liked his ad in the magazine where he's advertising that he makes these dot matrix renderings of your photos.
Yes, I'll paint your picture with my computer.
Right, which There's a quaint little skill to that, but you're like, you're kind of a con man too, because this is a non-thing. But at any rate, it was cute seeing all of that. But I'm expecting this kind of, I don't know. Given the artistic nature of it, I'm expecting kind of a morality play on self-imposed reclusion, over obsessiveness in gaming, and finding a way to free oneself from that. That's what I was hoping for. I didn't get it.
No. There was some attempt at using the in 1987. Where he's at is one of the 17-year cicada broods were out, and so the cicada noise was screaming in the background throughout the entire film. And they used that as like an analogy of him, that his journey to be in the ground or his house, and getting out of his house and getting out of his old skin and becoming something new. That was pretty obvious.
Well, yeah, which I thought it funny that they latched on the cicada thing, but introduced the concept of the caterpillar and butterfly in one little moment later in the film. Because the cicadas didn't quite go with this vibe. I mean, you kind of you could have latched onto it because cicadas live underground for the 17 years, come out and eat and procreate like crazy during that period of time, then rest. Kind of forgot the living part of all of that. If he's
right,
if essentially the metaphor is he's secluded himself in his house like he's underground, we didn't really get the living part that you're supposed to, I think, attach to this. It didn't connect on that message.
No, but maybe that's, in the end, he does, go out to the beach with his dog, and maybe the living bit takes place after the events in this film. I feel like this is about an hour of good story, but they were, for some reason, dead set on making it 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And that just makes this thing kind of feel like it drags a bit.
Well, yeah, we had our Lord of the Rings moments where it's just walking. We're just trying to get to the next destination, and we're going to waste an inordinate amount of time doing it.
Yes, we're going to show you the map and the painstaking steps, boop, 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 the dash line as it goes across the map, and we're going to drive through the field, and we're going to drive through the field some more.
Well, and what I found interesting is by the time we actually engage with the game aspect of this film, they introduce what could have been some solid horror stuff, like the stuff with the creepy people and they're being unraveled into skeletons, and some of the stuff with Ixarath and all. You had some real serious... We could have kind of made a solid B-movie horror film out of this, but we didn't go there either.
No, absolutely. And I was kind of surprised that this film is pretty... Well, I wouldn't say the family would sit around and enjoy the first half of the film. It's pretty family friendly. It's a PG film until
we get to the game.
Until we get to the game where he's in the car and driving along the field, and suddenly, here's a male and female, full frontal nudity. All right, and then the F-bomb gets dropped. And like, okay, so you could go take the next step. Yeah. Like you were just saying, and lay it on thick here.
Right, because they actually fully introduced the man trapped in a game element where now it's real, now it's terrifying. He doesn't know what he's doing because there's no instructions to this thing. Yeah, no, you could have leaned hard into that and had some fun with it. You could have taken some elements from Tron or something for gameplay within a game, a real person introduced into the environment. Um, but we missed opportunities like that, and it really, really, really wants to be an art film. There's imagery throughout the thing, but I don't know that all the imagery connects with whatever message that they're just trying. They're just flashing things on screens, so lots of cicada stuff, and I get that that's
Right.
part of it, but I don't know that you fully connected your metaphors in this case.
Possibly not. I wonder if this is someone that was just a real fan. What was the name of the game that you played on Atari where you were just an arrow and you would go through and you'd pick up the key, or then you'd have to pick up the little sword and then you had to kill the Adventure? Okay, yeah. I think someone was trying to make a live action adventure game, or a Tron if it were adventure.
Yes.
But it just, yeah, some things they just tried to throw too much into this, because they did that with the whole castle and you had to solve these puzzles and all this stuff. And then you throw in your companion, which is this odd person that's a TV for a head. And I'm feeling like, well, this feels like something out of Return to Oz or something like that. And yeah, there's just that goes into this backstory about him and his mom getting sick. And, oh, my mom had a car just like this. And they just keep layering things on. But to what end, I'm not entirely sure.
No, and since earlier in the film, before he gets the game, we encounter that he has bizarre dreams when he goes to sleep that are all centered around his mom and that car and the mystery relationship with his father. But then those actually appear in the game, and it's unclear. Are we dreaming? Are we playing the game? And is any of this supposed to mean anything to the overarching tale of him? And it's unclear.
That's what I was just thinking is, did any of that matter?
Right.
Was that the extra half hour that we've got in this film that I don't feel like needs to be there?
No, and what's funny is I felt like that's where the meat was. And we never uncovered, like, I felt like we were going to get in touch with the driving force behind his secluding himself. It clearly has something to do with his family, but he never got resolution. We never got relief in any of it. It didn't go anywhere. Like, even the story, like the TV Victor, he's giving a fairly emotional and uplifting tale of his dad.
Yeah.
And then not more than like 15 minutes later, when we're in the castle with Ixarath, and we get an appearance by his mother in the game, who is arguing that his father was a reprehensible human being who left them, which is not the story that he grew up with. It's either Ixarath trying to throw him off, which it's unclear because it's not even clear what he's supposed to do while he's there. So It was just deeply confusing. I'm like, you have something you want to say, but you're not getting it through. And I actually kind of felt bad for me. When somebody presents me with this material, I feel challenged. I want to take away what you're trying to put out to me in this different method of doing it. And when I got through the entire film, I'm like, I don't know what you're telling me. I felt completely unsatisfied and disappointed. And that was upsetting because I didn't like it. I really left that film going, I didn't like what I watched, and I don't like that I didn't like what I watched.
Exactly. There is so much what you see on screen. There's so much there. They're like, you're trying to force yourselves to love it because you're like, like what they're like trying to do. You like some of this imagery, but it's not connecting to anything.
No, you didn't make it any way relatable. You didn't give me a way to learn something from it. If you, the director, Albert Burney, and he's local to me somewhere, maybe, because this was Baltimore. So
yeah,
I want to go find him down and sit him down and go, walk me through it. I want to know what you were trying to get to with this, because I deeply want to know.
Well, the DVD and Blu-ray comes with a commentary with Albert Burney. That might be worth it alone.
I need the explanation. I need to know, what did I miss? And I'm prepared to acknowledge that I missed something. But then again, it is your job as the storyteller to get your point across, and I don't think you did. You did well. I mean, it was visually interesting. It was compelling. The effects were actually, for a low budget like thing, the way that they presented this fit. It kind of was fun. It was neat to look at. Just felt unsatisfied in the end.
All right, well, Obex is available on digital now, and as of March 9th, available on DVD and Blu-ray. Go and check it out, see what you think, and my gosh, yes, if you saw something that we didn't, please let us know. Write to us at timeshifterspodcast@gmail.com or leave some comments on the social media under this post. That's going to do it for this little review. We'll be back soon with a full episode. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
See ya.